Good morning everyone, welcome back to the vlog. I'm actually just got back from Japan, but I'm leaving again. Today we are going to Bohol for the Philippine Farming Tourism Conference, and it's a pretty big deal because I was invited to do a speech, and not just any speech, obviously talking about King Tower Farm and the stuff that we're doing in our farm, but I'm actually the opening speaker for this whole event. And Dr. Mina Gabor, who's the one who reached out to me, basically said that she wanted me to be the basis of this whole weekend and set the grounds in terms of farming innovations, which is what we're going to be sharing with what we're doing in King Tower Farm. And it's a little nerve-wracking obviously, but being that I've only been in farming for 9 years, I think I don't have as much experience as I should have to do this talk. But according to her, from what she saw with my videos, she thinks that I'm well equipped to do it. Over the holidays in Japan, I've built a 72-page presentation composing of videos, texts, and all the knowledge that I've learned and accumulated over the last 9 years, and I'm hoping that's enough for me to impress the audience, or at least captivate the audience so that they can learn something from this weekend. So we're gonna do a quick trip to Bohol. It's gonna be 4 days. We're gonna do some farm tours also at the end of the seminar, and I'm excited to meet my peers. I'm going into an industry where this is relatively very new for me in terms of meeting people in this industry, because I've sort of been in a closed bubble where I only talk to consultants, I only talk to suppliers, so I haven't really been out and about in the farming space. And this is, according to Dr. Mina Gabor, it is one of the biggest farming conferences that they do every year except for the pandemic, and it's going to be attended by like 200 to 300 farm or agricultural people and people in the industry. So wish me well. I'll update you guys again when we get to Bohol, and we're just gonna breeze through the airport. Okay, just arrived Panglao Airport. Got my team right behind me. We're gonna do check-in and do a dry run, and we're already meeting people on the plane. We're going to the conference. Just waiting for our van, and 15 minutes to the hotel. We're gonna settle in and hopefully get some lunch and then do a tech rehearsal. Just got to Bellevue. We're gonna go check in. I wonder if Dr. Mina Gabor is here. The room's not ready yet, which means we gotta go hang out in the restaurant. I text Dr. Gabor already to see if she's here already. Beautiful sand here also by the beach. Okay, itadakimasu. Why is the bagoong so red? Here's our poster for today. Got some major sponsors with it, but we're walking to the venue now. Tired of sitting around doing nothing. Supposed to do a tech rehearsal.
White building over there.
Let's go there. The Tarshire as their mascot. So apparently this place is gonna get packed, and look how many tables there are. There's so many tables everywhere, and dining is obviously gonna be over here, and then the presentation side will be next door. We have classroom style presentation. See you at 9.
Yes. Wait.
Thank you. Rehearsals are done. Are you going to bed already?
I'm gonna sleep a little bit.
Tulog na? Ako actually, parang wanna have dinner na so I can go to bed. Our home for the next few days, the Bellevue here in Bohol. Gorgeous resort. So I've checked in the room now, and I probably will cut now and see you guys in the morning. Okay, good morning everyone. Back to the presentation day. I tried to polish it up last night, but I think it's the best that I can do, and I have to take into account that everyone coming to the presentation is doing it for farming and tourism, and not just farming in particular, so I think we're good. Let's head over to the convention center. And beautiful day here at Bellevue today. Here's my view from the balcony. Beautiful room. I was out on the beach this morning, just getting some sunlight, but we're gonna head down now so we can walk over and do some registration and see all the attendees. seats. As mentioned, this is mostly for tourism promotion, and our objective is to share with people that you can basically farm anywhere. And this is our stage for today. So I'll be over there. As you can see, there's some cameras, some microphones. I'm somewhere over here. There I am. So who else do we have here? Ida Rosario Joseph, we met yesterday. Mr. Raymond Aaron, Jose Travero, Vicky Wallace, Gregory Duffel. Me with the wrong spelling of my name, but that's okay. I should walk around. Okay, I just did a dry run. Make sure the clicker in the video works. Good thing I have the video file. Resolution's not so great because I did downscale everything for easier to transport. And we're just waiting for this place to fill up, but it looks like we're gonna have a lot of attendees.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Dan. Let's get it rolling, as I said. Magandang umaga po. Magandang umaga sa inyong lahat. Morning! Morning! Gising na gising. My goodness. Now, bago siguro ang lahat, gusto kong ma-acknowledge muna ang ating mga very, very important persons who came all the way from different destinations. Maraming tulong na naibigay sa amin sa pag-prepare nitong farm tourism sa Bohol. I must tell you, this is one of the easiest province that we have had our farm tourism because everyone did their share. So we set ang target natin, let's be conservative, let's do 150 people. But today, we have reached more than 300. Congratulations! Wow! So we're back into our growth in farm tourism. Of course, our major plenary session speaker for the fruits and vegetable, Miss Angelina Mead King. Angie,
So this is Tony Meloto. He's been a good family friend, and he is also still in charge of Gawad Kalinga.
Not anymore.
Not
I
anymore,
retired.
retired.
I retired 7 years ago.
And
And I'm in charge now of Paraiso.
our family used to be super big into helping GK.
That's
and
right.
now I have a chance to help Tony again and help
Yes.
him with the farming side of his life. And he has a farm near Paraiso where sadly my dad passed away,
Yeah.
but it's also a good reminder of how precious life is. So definitely he's into blue zone dieting, which I love. So we're gonna see and visit his farm also. There's so many things I need to visit. I need to visit his farm. I need to visit your farm.
Yes.
I need to visit the school, the International Sustainable.
yes.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I did a project recently with the Sisters of Mary.
Yes.
And they have an automotive section also. So I need to visit them also.
Because that's your.
I know. There's so many passions. But my presentation got moved to after lunch because all the intro speakers this morning were super long. So hopefully everyone will have energy and not be sleepy after lunch. Okay guys, we got moved to after lunch and they have one more person to talk from the government and then it's going to be us. So hopefully I can keep the energy up. We're sharing a lot of information. I got a lot of questions already from the lunch crowd and I think I really am supposed to be here. There's a lot of people that are amazing in terms of sharing technology and know-how and practices. And I just love learning from all these other experts. But I'm gonna put the camera down now and get ready for the report.
Let's start with the guest of honor and plenary speaker for this session. She is the founder of the King Tower Farm in Caligaya, Laguna. It's considered as a pioneering commercial aeroponics. Have you heard of aeroponics? Maybe you have heard of hydroponics. It's one of the pioneering farms in Asia using this technology. But our speaker will show us that it's possible to go into farming even if you don't have farmland. I have seen similar technologies in Japan. It's also possible to do it in our countries, in Philippines and other neighboring countries in Asia. This is indeed a very innovative approach in farming. Our speaker is a very successful entrepreneur, having established various businesses. She started the Philippines' first corporate social HIV awareness campaign 17 years ago through her hotel chain, the very popular Victoria Court. If you look for that, maybe you will not see it anymore because it's now known as Hotel Ava. She is a car enthusiast, a blogger, and a farmer, among other things. She's so concerned with the plight of our planet, and so she is very passionate in doing something about it. She's also an animal welfare advocate and has been promoting the adoption of orphan or abandoned animals instead of going to pet shops to buy animals for your pets. In her farm, she also operates an apiary. It's a bee. She has a collection of the different native bees. I'm sure you know the increasing importance of bees in farming, especially fruits and vegetable farming. They're very critical for pollination. Today, we talk about a very important and timely topic, how innovations would improve farmers' income through fruits and vegetable farming. Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome Miss Angelina Mead.
Good afternoon, everyone. I hope you guys still have energy. Usually after lunch I feel super sleepy, but thank you for the introduction. This is my first public speaking engagement about farming. And I want to thank Dr. Armina Gabor for actually convincing me to do this because it helped me put together all the ideas that we've done in the farm. And I started the farm project as a retirement project, but the pandemic fast-tracked the whole project. And I got into farming firstly because I wanted to be a bee farmer. And we'll start with the presentation. So, as you can see with my logo, King Tower Farm, I had bees. I was very naive when I did this logo because I thought I'll buy some bees, I'll plant some trees, everything should be easy, but it wasn't. So, I want to do a little icebreaker just so that you guys are awake. I found a joke last night was fitting to the farming community, and it goes like this. Why do cows have hooves instead of feet? Because they're lactose. Anyway, I started as a retirement project, wanting to be an apiarist, but realizing that to be an apiarist, I needed to have a food forest. And to have a food forest, I needed to have lots of fruit trees and plants all around the area, which led me into the tower farms. Because the tower farms for me were the shortcut way to produce vegetables at a rapid pace without having to make healthy soil. So I put here a weight. When I inherited my farm, when my dad passed away, my farmers were already telling me, nothing will grow here. We've been through biodynamic farming, we've been through so many farming methods. It's very difficult to plant here. And obviously being young and naive, I was like, no, we'll find a way. So with sheer experimentation, in 2009, I started my first aquaponic experiment in my condominium. I had a goldfish tank and some grow beds. I was able to grow kangkong, ampalaya, monggo out of the balcony of my house. And my neighbors were shocked. They were like, how's that growing there? And I explained aquaponics, the symbiotic relationship of fish culture with plants, having the fish basically poop and feed the plants, and the plants will clean the water and basically go back to the fish. And that was my first experiment into farming, and I was hooked. So in 2016, when I inherited our lake property, I was like, okay, buy the bee colonies, buy a bunch of fruit trees, and we started planting. These are our dwarf coconut trees. It's very bare at the moment. And this was the soil that we're working with. If you guys are familiar with this is not soil actually, it's clay. It's called Louisiana clay. And clay is one of the more difficult growing mediums to work with. It has poor water infiltration. If you pour water on it, it just slides off. And because of that, it's very compact. It's nutrient fixation. It takes nutrients from your organic matter because it's inert. And it has very low organic matter, so it's not a good home for biodiversity. Plus, it's also very acidic. It is 3.8 to about 4.5 pH. Here also is our land preparation. As I said, I never gave up on soil farming. We started to plant 1,000 calamansi trees. Calamansi being that they give fruit year-round. They love acidic soil. and everyone loves calamansi, so it made sense. Plus the bees seem to take to it. The stingless bees seem to take to the calamansi. And this is a video of our floating farm. The concept is actually from an old Mexican chinampas, and then you can actually research Bangladesh floating farms on YouTube also. And we used water hyacinth as the medium. The concept is relatively almost free. The only input that we had was labor plus nylon string to tie the raft together. But basically, we were able to show people that we could farm even on the water. We tried to sample strawberries. I love strawberries. But again, our environment is too hot for it. But we were able to show that we can grow strawberries. And the advantage of our systems is we can actually grow both fruity veg and leafy greens. And here's a list of things that we grow. I'll give you guys a few seconds to go through that. Again, you can farm anywhere, and don't be scared to kill your first plant. I killed my first plant, and I think I didn't grow with a green thumb, but now I've developed my green thumb to be working. So I hope you guys learned anything, and if you do have questions, you can reach me and my team after the seminar, but we're open for question and answer. Thank you. Sorry for 6 minutes.
That's the best way. Because my goodness, if everybody thinks that way, nothing will go wrong with that.
Oh, well,
Nakakaloka. I'm so happy. You're one of the best that everybody loves it.
Oh wow, that was a long day, but super grateful, and I think we did well. So I did run into some technical difficulties. The presentation turned off, but I spoke through it, and we ended up doing 45 minutes because I had much more to share than my presentation was covering. And everyone who came up to me to say I'm very knowledgeable and what we're doing in the farm is amazing. I'm super grateful that you guys think that. 9 years into this, and I didn't think that I would ever be a farming public speaker, but here I am. But yeah, I'm sharing the presentation to the people who attended the seminar so that they can get some notes and figure out if they want to implement the system in the farm. Everyone always asks at the end of the day, so soil versus towers, and I think both. You have a chance to do both. Both make sense because each of them have their pros and cons. I don't know if I will shoot the rest of the seminar. I ran out of batteries today because yeah, we were shooting all day. I will bring you guys tonight to a dinner. We have a dinner in the BOHOL bee farm. Show you guys what's happening there. So the BOHOL bee farm we thought was a bee farm, but actually they're more of a production facility, and they've been doing like all sorts of like ice cream and cones, and they're not just a bee farm. So I have to powder because I was sweating on stage because I was nervous and it was a little hot on stage with the lights. I'm glad it's done, and I'm glad I guess passed with flying colors. Dr. Amina Gabor was super happy with the turnout, and she said it was very clear, concise, and had lots of information. I mean, 72 slides, so I did get a little obsessive with it, and I hope you guys enjoy the very technical, nerdy information. So I can also point out all my resources if you guys want to know and do your own research. It's not just a bee farm, it's a whole village. Yeah, a little grocery here.
Yeah, that's why it's really a story here.
Yeah. It grew from just a farm into a production. Yes, this is the farm tourism.
Good evening, what's your staff? Find a seat up front, we have a show.
Hello. Thank you. Let's find out if we can eat anything. Organic salad with microgreens. Yes. Cassava lumpia. Yes. Banana chos. Baked fish. Chicken. Kamote bates cheese. Spare ribs. Organic red rice. Pizza bread with mango salsa. Some really, really good food. So good. This is vegan ice cream and it's made here. And this is a cassava cone also made here.
Yeah, I love the
Right?
perfect. The wrapper is so good.
It's so good. Hindi ako ma-dessert. So.
ng Keynote kanina eh.
Alright, we're out. Such an awesome dinner. So we're leaving the Bohol bee farm or the Bohol farm already. Headed back to our hotel, and what a dinner, great entertainment, and the ice cream was so good. We don't normally have coconut based milk ice cream, but that was... Butch is still eating it. What do you think?
I miss ice cream.
That's so deadly,
So good.
right? And I'm telling the viewers, you can't taste the milk. The coconut milk is
Zero
non-existent.
coconut.
So Vicky was saying like if we come back, she'll teach me how to make it.
Nice.
And it's a patented recipe.
And the cone is cassava.
Cassava, which she makes also here. There's different flavors. I had dragon fruit. I didn't know. I didn't try. I don't like that. Mango we know. Pandan we know. Spicy ginger ice cream. What? Chocolate's super good. Guayabano should be good. Oh my god.
I just had now.
What? I had activated charcoal. This is so good. Good morning guys, it's day 2 back here in the conference center and excited to listen to the aquaculture speeches, and I'll see you guys inside. Yesterday was such a fun event and today we're just going to be listening to the other presentations, so happy that went well. My heart rate is finally nice and calm. We are back. Don't know where our seat is.
Thank you very much, Senator Mark Villar. Maraming salamat. Diyos maghay na hapon sa Indogabos, sa Bicol. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay guys, we decided to cut out already, and I think we've oversaturated our social battery along with our information learning and dissemination. So we're gonna cut the vlog now. See you guys soon.